Good morning. As always, allow yourself to be present here today. Allowing the conscious breaths to breathe in and out of you seamlessly. And also with your awareness of how wonderful it is to breathe, to take a deep breath. And allow yourself again to begin to feel fully present here where you are right now. As always, everything builds on another and can always remain individual each session that we do. We first would like to explain why the tree, why the visual and the understanding of the tree. When you see a tree, most people accept the wholeness of a tree. It is seemingly understood by those of you listening that, of course, there's a consciousness and an energy, aliveness of a tree. And you do notice the fullness of a tree, but your mind and your heart does not dissect it. When you first see it, you just see tree, beautiful tree. We know that it has all the different textures, outside aspects, limbs and needles and leaves, bark. But how beautiful the gift is that you just see the tree first and call it tree. Can you know there's many things going technically, scientifically inside the tree as well? But you just call it tree. We see you as you. It is easy to forget this through your world as you have been educated on all the aspects of you, about your skin, about your organs, what organs do inside of you, in particular your brain. There is, understandably so, hyper awareness about your joints and your blood flow, all of the things. Whether the focus is matters. We see you like you see a tree, beautiful tree. We see the wholeness and know the wholeness. And at that point, we can begin to appreciate the uniqueness. But we never see wrong or right, good or bad. It's one flow. So before the meditation, We were bringing Laura into a place of consciousness to remember. And we ask you to remember this for yourself. When you were younger, and everyone on this call, everyone listening in the future, you do have a memory of this somewhere, of being fully present, maybe even almost in another world. And this was very important, as it was your opportunity to remember who you are as a tree, as you, and the flow and the wholeness of you. And you left almost this dimensional place that breaks things down for you. And so, for many of you, your advice for a very long time, and it was important, was to get out of your own way. How many times have some of you heard this? When you're listening, meditating, what you call channeling, get out of your own way. When you were very young, this was not necessary. You were a tree. You knew. You went into those spaces and you knew. So as you grew and you learned more, and we will just begin with the body, your body, and the focuses were there. Again, not good or bad. Understandably curious about the human body, as many scientists and doctors are. You begin to see yourself as separate. This is my brain. Over here is my liver. This is my heart. If you think about a tree, you may be able to notice those things inside, but again, if you really are with it, in the presence of the tree, you're not thinking about those things. So, as you see your body, understandably so, as separate parts, even though, yes, you understand one vessel, there is the duality. So, in order for you to expand your journey, some of you call your consciousness journey, your spiritual journey, when you became more awakened to this, because everything was segmented about you, your personality, even your interests. Because of this segmentation, in order for you to be present and to listen to truths, you had to get out of your own way. You chose to be in a body right now. You are an energy field of consciousness in a body. The tree is the same. The tree chose to be in that vessel, the energy that created a tree. Same with you. Where your journeying is now is to recognize why you had to get out of your own way, to silence the mind that was thinking about segments of self, to listen. What a gift. And now you are in the place. You do not need to get out of your own way. All you're being asked to remember is that you are a tree. You are whole, one. And when you recognize the wholeness of this, what you have called integration, we call remembering, we call the truth that it always has been. But you may feel this integration of all the segments that you were told you were and felt like you had to be, even aspects you didn't realize would make you feel disconnected about learning about your brain and your liver and your heart. And again, all those things are beautiful from a place of wholeness aspects. But if they get too pulled out and segmented, it's easy to forget. You are one whole with all that you are. You do not need to get out of your own way. We need you. All these segment places of your heart and your mind and all of the things have intelligences that desire to work together, not separate. When you have an ache or pain, it may be an indication of separateness, feeling like you had to get out of your own way almost to the extent of losing yourself. The visual will give you personally is when Laura was a little girl in her sandbox. She was in her wholeness in this space. There was no segments. And we could communicate with her. She was communicating with herself clearly there. You have these memories too. Remember them today. You no longer need to get out of your own way. Remember and know your wholeness. The trees will help you remember. And so it is.